In this two-part video, you will write the render function for your A/B testing website. If you don't know which part of the code you are responsible for, check with your group members. Your code will tell your program which poster to show and where to display it in a web browser window. To do this, you will create a template variable to hold the HTML page, add a test poster URL and test poster name to the template, create a version of the template using the variables, then replace the test values with information from the config part of the code. First, select the render file. Beneath the render function, between the two curly braces, create a variable called template. Type var space template space =. Variables allow you to label and store information that can be used throughout your program. The template variable will hold the HTML page. The HTML page tells the computer how to display the poster in a web browser. Click the page HTML file to see this code. Page HTML describes the heading, does this poster make you want to see the movie, the yes and no buttons, and the size of the image on the web page. Return to render. Define the variable so that it gets information from the page HTML file. After the =, type space HTML service dot create template from file open parenthesis. In place of file name, type page.html in single quotation marks. Then type a semicolon after the parentheses. This completes the first statement in the render code. The template variable now holds the contents of page.html. Test the code you've written so far. On a new line, type logger.log, select object data, then highlight data and type template dot. Another autocorrect menu appears. Choose Get Raw Content. Add a semicolon after the last parentheses to complete the statement. Then save your function. Click Run, select Render, and accept the permissions. Now check the log. Right now, the code gets the raw content from the variable. In the log, you should see the contents of page.html with the time and date you ran the code. Great job! The log contains the HTML page. Next, add a test poster URL and a test poster name to the template. This will allow you to test the website even if your partner has not finished the config code. Type next template.poster _ URL space =, space double quotation mark poster.url double quotation mark. Add a semicolon at the end of the statement. Now do the same for the poster name. Type template.poster _ name space =, space double quotation mark poster.name quotation mark. These hard-coded objects define a poster's URL and a poster name. Later, you will replace this with a poster variable that will get the poster images your group designed. Your program also needs the URL of the completed web page that will host your template. To create this page, type template.page _ URL = scriptapp.getService.getURL, exactly as you see it on the screen. Use the autofill menus to help you fill in the code precisely. Test the version you have now. Instruct the computer to create a version of the template with these variables. To do this, type logger.log, open parenthesis, template.evaluate, open parenthesis, closed parentheses, get content, open parenthesis, then two closed parentheses and a semicolon exactly as you see it on the screen, using the autofill menus to help. Remove the logger.log template get raw content line to ensure that you're seeing the updated template in the log. Then save and run your function. If your code is working correctly, the HTML page information will appear in the log like it did before. But the poster name and poster URL will be replaced with what you put in quotation marks. Great! Now it's your turn. Create a template variable to hold the HTML page. Add a test poster URL and test poster name to the template. Then move on to part 2 of this video to complete the render function.